Hey everyone, I'm Just Pandy, and I am here with my very first Twitch advice video to talk to you guys about what it means to be yourself and exactly what it means to be entertaining. Now, being yourself is a big piece of advice that I see thrown around a lot on Discord, the Twitch subreddit. And I think there seems to be a lot of confusion from people as to what exactly it means, and especially new streamers that may not have experience with content creation or anything like that in the past. And what being yourself really means is being believable, and you shouldn't overtly embellish your personality to be more energetic if you're not naturally an energetic person, and you also shouldn't try to bring yourself down to act like a calmer person if you're actually a naturally energetic person. So just play with your personality. Everybody has a personality. With that, you know how to control it. Whether you think you do or not, you know how to be. You know, it's really hard for me to articulate this. Think of it when you're hanging out with friends, with family, whoever it is that you get along with really well. The way that you interact with them, that is how you should be acting on stream. With your viewers, you should be acting very similar to how you are when you're with your friends, and you just feel natural to yourself. You can just be yourself. Now, if you're in a situation where you've never really been able to be yourself, now is the great time to just be yourself on stream. And you shouldn't be worried about judgment from other people, judgment from maybe there's someone close to you that might judge you for whatever reason there might be, but you shouldn't have to worry about that on Twitch. I don't really ever see that. Not saying that there isn't problems with that. I just don't see it very often, if ever. I honestly can't even think of the last time I've ever seen someone getting lambasted because of their personality. And I think that's what's really important about being yourself, just being natural. Now, there is nothing wrong with toning up your personality a little bit or maybe dialing it back just a little bit. But you don't want to go too far out, just so that way if anybody was watching you that knew you, they would know you're not acting like yourself. And this doesn't apply to anybody that's planning on becoming a character streamer, because that's kind of like a different subject altogether, so I'm not even going to dive into that right now. And now the other thing is about being entertaining, and I think there is also confusion about what it means to be entertaining. It's exactly what it sounds like. You need to be able to be comfortable in front of an audience. Now, if you're somebody that has very little to no experience with public speaking or content creation in general, and just simply being in front of an audience, this might be difficult for you to grasp at first. Through time, you should be able to become more comfortable with yourself, and in turn, you become more comfortable in front of a camera, in front of people. Now, some of you that might be in college, you might benefit from taking a public speaking course. I took one, and at first it was a little nerve-wracking, but after a little while, it kind of got easier to do, and now I really just don't care what people think of me, so I don't worry too much about being in front of an audience. And let me jump into that a little bit about when I say I don't really care what people think of me. As you get older, you start to realize that what people think of you really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things. The only person's opinion that matters is really yourself. Now, if you have a significant other or close family or friends, you might value their opinions a little bit more than like a stranger on the internet. But still, at the end of the day, the only person's opinion that should matter to you is yourself. And as you get older, you start to realize that some of the things that you're worried about, you really shouldn't be worried about. Just be comfortable with yourself. The minute that you are comfortable with yourself, so many doors are going to open, because you're not going to be worried about that fear of judgment. You're not going to be worried about what people are thinking of you, what they might be saying about you, because quite frankly, they're not really thinking that much about you. Now, if someone's thinking about you that much, they probably really love you. Even if they say they don't, they probably do. Now, with being entertaining, you don't have to go to the umpteenth degree, jumping around, doing jumping jacks, flailing your arms around on stream. It doesn't need to happen. You just have to be engaging with your audience. And I think the biggest thing on Twitch and on any media where you're actually interacting with the content creator directly, the biggest thing is just having interaction with your audience. That is the biggest piece of being entertaining. You just have to be interactive and engaging to your audience. Now, does that mean you have to respond to every last message that comes to your chat? Probably not, especially if you're somebody that gets a really quick and hard to keep up with chat. You might not be able to pay attention to everything that's coming your way, but at the very least, being conscious of the fact that you have a chat going, the people that are asking you questions, things like that, like just really being engaging with your audience is like the biggest thing about it. And two, just be a little bit excited. You know, you don't have to go crazy. Like I said, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to do jumping jacks. You don't have to flail your arms. You don't have to be like me, talking with your hands every 5 seconds. Just be captivating. Get people's attention. Talk about things. Talk about your day. Talk about just random things about you. You know, like introduce yourself to people. Invite them into your world. And I'm pretty sure that there are going to be a lot of people that are going to either identify with you or they're going to have common interests with you. And they're going to want to stick around because they are interested in what you have to say. Now, also make sure that what you're doing, you are enjoying what you're doing. That is probably the one thing that I see from people that they're not quite grasping. They think that you have to pick the right game, that you have to be on at the right time, and then you're going to get viewers like that. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry to tell you. The thing about it is that you have to make sure that you are also entertained with what you are doing. So making sure that you're playing a game that you're actually enjoying or engaging in an activity that you're enjoying, that is super important to being able to maintaining that engagement with your audience. Because if you're not entertaining yourself, you are not going to be able to entertain an audience. And that's not to say that, no, you can't play Fortnite, you can't play Apex, you can't play, you know, what else is popular these days? League of Legends, I don't know. Like, whatever really flooded directory it is, if you are having fun with your game and you really want to play it, there's not really anything that's stopping you. Don't let the fact that you might not pull viewers in organically stop you from doing that. I will advise not doing that until you at least have like a regular viewership, maybe like a few people, because at least then you'll be bumped up a little bit on the directory and you might stand a little bit of chance of having people find you organically. And then you're also not going to you have a better chance of growing if you at least have like a basic audience somewhere. But still, that doesn't mean that, like, if you have a couple people watching you and you play Fortnite, you're gonna, or Apex actually, that's probably an even better example. It doesn't mean that you're going to have the highest opportunity of growth because you're playing that game. So really, honestly, being yourself, just make sure that you're being natural to who you actually are. And for being entertaining, just make sure that you are actually entertained with what you are doing. And by being entertained with what you're doing, you will also be able to entertain the people that are watching you, and it will show. Like, it will really, really show. So I hope this video was actually helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, please leave me a comment below, or you can DM me on Discord, or you can also follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever you want to find me, except Facebook. I don't have a Facebook for this. And just connect with me there. I'm more than happy to answer any questions that you guys have. So please, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm hoping to make this like a more regular series, and I hope to bring you guys more videos that will maybe help you and help you understand some certain concepts that not a lot of people have really explained very well, because I know there's a lot of it out there. So thanks again for watching, guys, and see you later.